What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and in today's video I've got for you guys Titanfall 2. We're going to talk about it a little bit, where it's at right now as we speak, and where it's going to go in the future. Really, my question is, what happened with Titanfall 2? There's a lot of people who are saying that it's absolutely died, and if we have a look strictly at the player counts, it is pretty true. However, with new DLC releasing, it's possible that it could have a resurrection through time, especially due to the fact that it is actually quite a good game. The death of Titanfall 2 is really a curious one. Titanfall 2, amazing gameplay wise, and by many within gaming media, it was named the best first-person shooter of the year. So why did it die? Well, when you ask many people within the community, it was pretty much dead on arrival and it really had no chance. That is the first and foremost point to why it died. I want to add an asterisk here because if it does get resurrected, which I do believe there is a distinct possibility because the game quality is so good, I just want to add that asterisk next to when I say, why did it die? Anyway, I'm procrastinating, let's proceed. There are so many things on this game's side which really makes me think to why it was dead on arrival, so to speak. They have a very passionate fan base. I think that everyone who's into Titanfall 2 are really into it. I have many friends who really enjoy the game and really are right on top of it. Me personally, I'm not playing it very often and I really never got into it. Now that's not because the game's bad, that's mainly due to the fact that I really didn't have time to play so many games. And when Titanfall 2 released, you have to remember, this game released about 7 days after Battlefield 1 released and after Call of Duty released. So when all of these titles are releasing at the same time, you have to take into account that most people are going to buy the other games that are more established. So when we take into account the low sales of Titanfall 2, which they were under the expectations of EA, it's common sense that the sales are gonna be low, right? Like, why would they be high if they have to follow up after Battlefield 1, which, when it was releasing, it was one of the most hyped games ever, right? When we saw the trailers coming out, it was super hyped. So Titanfall 2 had to follow that, and it really got overshadowed. No matter how good the game was, it never really stood a chance. And it's a shame because Titanfall 2 has a lot of core values that I appreciate in games. How many times have we had to pay in Star Wars Battlefront and Call of Duty for microtransactions, premium services where we have to pay for maps, for guns? In Titanfall 2, it's absolutely free. It just comes out as the game progresses to keep the game fresh, and it doesn't split up the player base like it did horribly in Battlefield 1, which is one of the reasons why that game dropped off so fast. I'll have a video about that one in particular very soon. So the first and foremost reason is I think it really had a bad marketing and release. That is the main reason I think the game really dropped off fast and had a low initial sales period. So I'm naming all these negative things about Titanfall 2, right? So what can we do to bring the game back? Well, in my opinion, it's quite simple. All we have to do is make sure the game has a low price, high promotion. If we know that the game is going to be good, it can definitely have a long lifespan. Now, another opinion as to why it's dropped off is because, now I don't agree with this one. I just want to put it out there. I do not agree with this. But one of the other reasons that people state is because of the Titans themselves. Most people who play first-person shooters just want to hop on as a person and shoot other people, and that they don't want to get into the Titans and learn the mechanics of the Titans, and they don't want to get shot by Titans when they're playing as the pilots. I think this is a really poor excuse for as to why it died, because the Titans themselves are really unique and they are really cool, and I think there is a fan base for that. Unfortunately, Respawn Entertainment, they made a pilot-only mode. So in Titanfall 1, pilot-only mode was not in the game initially. You had to play with other Titans. So Respawn Entertainment seen this as a weakness. They brought in just so you could play as the infantry, but by then it was really too late to get that player base back. And it's a real shame because it did have that sort of hype by a lot of people that it could have been the replacement to Call of Duty and Battlefield. Because if you don't know, it is made by the guys who made Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 2, a part of the original Infinity Ward. So If you're a fan of those games, you're definitely going to love Titanfall because it has many aspects that intertwine with the new series being Titanfall, of course. But leave me your thoughts in the comments section below about Titanfall 2. Do you not care about the game? Are you still playing it? Let me know all in the comments section below. One plug before I end this video though, be sure to check out the Patreon. I have a link to it in the description. YouTube ads have gone to Crayola, so I definitely recommend you guys check that out if you want to support the channel. And I said one more plug, I have got one more. Be sure to click the little bell next to the subscribe button. Yes, YouTube 2017, you have to click a bell to see videos now, but with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace!